Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. We're starting off Monday with a 100 pip move on GBP CAD. Here's the P&L so far. You can see I was in the trade 173.22, right around there. I was out of the trade first at 173.43. That was just about 2R. My risk was about 12 pips. So once I was up 20, 22 pips in that area, I was taking profit. Then I took more profit at 173.60, 173.63, then at 173.76. Then as it pushed through the 174 significant level, I took profit at 174.9 and 174.13. Currently, we're at 174.14 with the most that it's moved to 174.26. That's the 100 pip move from my entry. So what I want to do today, a couple of things. I'm going to give you a behind the scenes look, if you stay through to the end of this video, at the back testing course that we're releasing this week. I'm also going to come back after my yoga class and recap the entire trade. What we're going to do here in the first part of the video is go over where I found the entry, how I read the risk, and how I managed the trade in the first few hours, because I want you to see in our group chat that I didn't call this entry to anybody. All I said in the group chat this morning was that this was my favorite pair. Other traders in ASFX, James, Dennis, Felipe's brother, Mike, all these different traders were able to go in and identify Lindsay. There was a bunch of people in this trade all over the world, but I want you to see how they were all able to go in and identify risk and the trigger signal on their own without me saying, get in now and put your stop loss here, because that doesn't do anything. You guys know I don't believe in signals. I'm not a big believer in anything that makes you not self-sufficient. My goal is to help you make better decisions on your own without any help from anybody else. So this morning, you can see at 5:18, I popped in after doing my meditation. I said, good morning, happy Monday. GCAD is at the top of my list. GBP USD is on the list too, but that's closer to max ADR. So I clearly like GCAD. Then I said, at 5:22, GCAD is the one I like to move. Perfect Liquid 50 just needs to get out of the Asian range. At 6:21, I sent my first photo as we were already into the trade. I didn't say anything from 5:22 to 6:21. For an hour, I didn't say anything. Yet, look at all the response that we're getting here with the emojis. That's telling me that other people are in the trade. Then if we look over to the main chat where everybody can give me feedback. In this coaches chat, I'm the only one that can talk, and Lindsay and the other coaches, but in here, everybody can talk. So look, you can see this morning, James said Felipe, him, and Dennis are all long GCAD. That was at 6:58. So that's, like I said, a couple of minutes into the trade. Everybody's already in the position. Nobody in here is saying, buy it now, because that's not going to help anybody, right? As the trade developed, you can see I sent the markups. Then Lindsay comes in and she says she was in the trade as well. She didn't need to call out her entry because everybody that's in this chat has taken the courses and they know how to read the chart for themselves. So once I can kind of direct everyone to probably the right pairs every day. Sometimes, of course, I'm wrong. But once I'm directing everybody to like the top trending pairs, everybody can go in and find their own entry point. And that's I think the most beautiful thing about ASFX, honestly. So let's just take a look at this. I want to show you how I found the entry. So you can see, let's throw it into replay mode here since you can see the 100 pip move. I'm going to throw it back to right here. This is when I got interested in the trade because this is what we would look for an A1 formation. This thing closed at 5:30, breaking out of the Asia high. You can see I have the Asia high marked. It's breaking past that. So this is the first break out of the Asian range right there. What I waited for on my entry was a pullback to the 1-minute 50 EMA. What that looks like is this. That's where that candle formation closes on the 1 minute. Watch how this 1 minute TDI pulls into the buy zone, and then we see the 1 minute price action come back to the 50 EMA. See how that 1 minute L50 is pulling into the buy zone, TDI pulling into the buy zone? As soon as we get to the 50, that's where I'm getting interested, and I entered on that candle that pushed right through it. That's how I got a pretty good entry point. Now, the risk was defined at the most recent higher low off the touch to the 50 EMA. So at the bottom of that A1 formation, if you know the ASFX signals, that was where I was looking for risk, and that's the same point, like I just said, at the most recent higher low off that touch to the 1 minute 800, which is the 15 minute 50. So now if we go back to the 15 minute, you can see this candle pulled back through the 8, did not close under the 8, and ended up closing bullish for another new high of day. So because the next 15-minute bar, that little hammer candle in there, was bullish, I stayed in the trade. If this next 15-minute bar was bearish, I'm closing half the trade almost all the time just to get out and mitigate my risk in case it comes to my stop. But when I waited for the pullback, I could see that that candle was bullish, which is another good sign, and I got a better risk point because my stop was only 12 pips or so. Now with that 12 pip stop, like I said, I'm looking to take profit first at 2R. The reason that I'm waiting for 2R is because I graded this as a B setup. There's no bearish divergence on top. It's not overbought. TDI looks good. We're outside the Asian range. EMAs are trending up. Everything looked pretty good to me. There's not much that could be better. If it wasn't the first break of the Asian range, that would be a little better. If the 200 EMA was a little higher, that would be better. But there's so much space to this 115 pip ADR that I was like, this is worth it. This is something that I want to be involved in, especially because I can get good risk. And I want to just see it maintain the higher lows. I love that the 8 and 21 were already in the upshift. So everything here just was saying, ride the trend, ride the trend. And if you look at the 1 hour really quick, because you guys know you got to check the higher time frames, you can see price here above the 8 EMA, 8 is above the 21, TDI in the buy zone. 4 hour, same thing. TDI coming into the buy zone, but price was above the 8 and the 21. So you have that, and then on the daily, you can see price above the 8 and the 21, TDI also starting to curl up. So more than not, the higher time frames were long biased, which was another thing that fed into this being a good idea. So as we reach 2R, I'm taking profit. Then as we're reaching 3R, I'm taking profit. I'm just letting it breathe candle by candle. Yeah, that candle pulled back, but look at how it closed. We're still outside the 8 EMA. So you have to just be able to manage it 15-minute close by 15-minute close, because look at how it'll hold the 8 EMA and pull it up to continue this trend. We reached 3R, I'm taking more profit there, and then as it continues, that's exactly what I'm going to continue to do. So that gives you guys kind of an idea of where we're at so far. You see, I took off more at 5R, more at 80R because I was close to 6R, and now as it pushed to 100 pips, my best exit, like I said, was 174.13, which is right about here. The best it pushed so far was 174.28, so I'm very close to the top. If it does end up coming all the way back down, my stop loss is at 173.30 right now, right near the Asia high, so I'm giving it plenty of space with the small piece that I still have in to pull back and hold the 8 EMA and continue into the afternoon. And that's why I want to come back this afternoon and show you guys where it's at. So I'm not going to adjust anything. I'm heading out to yoga class in a little bit. I'll come back this afternoon and I'm going to show you not just how this trade plays out, but also give you a behind the scenes look at the backtesting course that's coming out this week. So I appreciate you being here. If you like this format where I'm kind of updating you as the live trade happens, comment below before we get into part 2 and just say, hey, I like this new format, Austin. These are like kind of like trading vlogs. I want to know if you guys enjoy it. So let me know. I appreciate the feedback very much. Yeah, so that's where we're at so far. I'll see you guys when I get back from yoga. All right, guys, I'm back. It's just about 1:15. We picked up lunch. We had a great yoga class. The trade exploded. As you can see, GCAD, it's moved about 210 pips. I was able to take some more off at 175.10, which is about 190 pips from my entry. It's an unbelievable move. GCAD doesn't move this much on a normal basis. It normally moves about 114 pips right now, and like I said, today it's moved over 200. It's just massive. It's not predictable, but if you're trading in trend, like we love to do, and you give the trades the patience that they need, the respect that they deserve, you're going to be able to take advantage of moves just like this. Before we break down the level that I was trading off of and I explain the rest of the trade here, I just want to show you the backtesting landing page. Now, this is like 99% done. If you're watching this after the day it comes out, this video course, the backtesting spreadsheet, all of that's going to be available for you guys this week. I'm going to put a link in the description so you can check it out. But basically what Jerome and I have done here is we've put together his spreadsheet and his information that goes into how he built the spreadsheet and why you need to be backtesting, packaged it all together and given it to you in this like easy to understand format that's going to help you not only remove emotional decisions from your trading because you're going to build confidence in the testing that you see, but it's actually going to show you how to do backtesting, what backtesting is, what's the difference between backtesting and forward testing, and how does all of this come together? Because I know a lot of you guys are trying to take your trading very seriously, and I think that social media and everything else distracts us from the serious business that we are trying to grow. The spreadsheet here, the testing that you're going to do, this has nothing to do with social media. This is you and your time in the gym. Literally, the back testing, I think I say it 3 times in the course. This is like you going to the gym and putting the reps in. So now with this course, you're going to watch me and Jerome explain what back testing is and how it can be implemented into your trading strategy and implemented into your trading routine. And then you're also going to get access to the spreadsheet. I even give you a little video teaser here that shows you what goes into the spreadsheet. See Jerome explaining how he inputs data here from a trade idea. So it's very, very detailed. Really, we just want to give you guys something that you can take from us, watch a couple of quick video lessons with us, and then go off and go study either the ASFX systems or your own trading systems, whatever works for you. But that's what's coming for you guys very, very soon. I will have the link in the description when it's available So you guys can check that out. And I appreciate it very much. Now, back to GCAD. As you can see, up, literally pushing up towards even higher now, holding the 8 EMA even higher, holding that 175.20 level right now. If we are going to look at this and try to understand the key level that we traded off of, let's just zoom out, take a look at a different chart with less drawings on it. If we go to the 1 hour chart, this is where I think you really need to start to pay attention. You can look back into last week and see the low set on Monday, or excuse me, that's Sunday into Monday. See how that low set was respected Thursday and Friday. With the uptrend picking up Friday afternoon, naturally today, I'm not going to come in here, especially with the TDI in the buy zone, and look to trade this thing down just because the 800 EMA is on top. If I was to take away these EMAs like this, now, what do the EMAs tell you? Clear skies, clear uptrend. And that's exactly the push that you see. More importantly than that, the significant level that you have to take note of, if we go back to my other chart, the significant level, and I have it drawn here, is the Asian session high. So if we move all this, you can see once we break the Asian session high and hold above it, then I'm just watching it candle by candle to hold the 8 and to hold that Asia session high. As long as we're outside the 8 EMA, I want to have a piece of this trade still on. It's never broken back inside the 8. It held while I was in yoga class. It held while we were getting food. Nothing signaling to get out of this trade. So I still have a very small piece on, but I recently closed one up here at 175.20. Just an unbelievable move. Again, I feel like the big thing I want to drive home with this is it is repeatable, the entry signal. The outcome is not. We don't know the outcomes of the trades before we take them. All we can do is repeat tested signals. So now with the back testing course coming, a lot of you guys are going to be able to take my courses, learn the ASFX systems, and then test them for yourself. And that builds more confidence in what you're going to be trading, more so than any video that I can make or trade recap that I can show you. So I'm hoping that you watch this video, you watch my other trade recaps, and you see that there's something here that's more detailed than what you're probably doing. And if that interests you, go to the website, read some testimonials, reach out to me with any questions, but take the courses because that's the best way to learn how to identify the repeatable signals that will lead to 200 pip breakouts like this. Not every time. You're not going to get 17R out of every trade. Some are going to get 2R. Some you're going to get 4. Some you're going to get 6. Some trades are going to stop at 80R and come down. But if you have a proper system in place, you're going to be able to take advantage of all of those. And you'll be able to cut the losers quickly, which is always, if not the most important thing we should be focused on. So I hope that today's video helps. I hope that the recap gives you some insight into what I was trading. One more thing, I guess, is to just note, very small watch list like I showed you in the chat this morning. I was locked in on the pairs that were trending the most and easiest to identify. I'm not going to go looking for other things once I find something that I like. So take that as well. I think that's an important point. But more trades hopefully to come this week. I hope everybody's having a good start to their week. And if there's any questions that you have about the backtesting course, questions about this trade, put them in the comments to the video. I answer as many comments as I can. I appreciate you very much. If you enjoyed the video, give me a big thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning as we continue the week.